what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Hey, everybody. Happy hump day. Welcome to the hangout. Hopefully everybody's having a good Wednesday so far. Just going to jump on over here to the comments and do our meets and greets. So we got here Gary Krebs saying, Lordy, I'll be watching two at the same time tonight. I'm guessing, Gary, that you're talking about the premiere that Extra Magic is doing with Josh for the Disney trip. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. And let's see here. We've got Jonathan Short from the Six Traveling Shorts. Hey, how are you? Thanks for being here, buddy. Q's Cruisers, hello, everyone. Welcoming everybody in. The awesome mod that she is. Thank you, Sarah. Jonathan saying hi to Gary. Lots of hellos. And what do we got? Oh, man. Jonathan Short saying, just waiting around while cooking a baked mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds really good. Very good. Hey, Twinny. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's showtime. That's right, buddy. That's right. It is showtime. Hey, Tyler from the Tyler Show. Hey. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you. And look who's here, sailing away with TNK. TJ. Hope your knee is feeling better. I got your message, bro. Sorry, I was out running some errands before the show, so I'm kind of running like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to get this thing going. Hey, look who's here, Johnny's Journey. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Thanks for being here. Are you working tonight? Let me know. I know that you try to listen in when you can, and I do appreciate that, Johnny. And I'm sorry I missed your show last night. Just had a ton of stuff going on, and I always hate it when I miss your show. Aloha to my best buddy, Evan Goldberg. Aloha to you, sir. I know that, well, we'll talk about it a little bit. That news today from Carnival put a damper in your, March. I know you still got a month, but I'm just not feeling it for California based on some of the stuff I've just been reading. Just some more hellos. Midlife crazies in here. Whoop, chat jumped on me. What up, BBD? What up, sir? How are you? Brad and Kimberly. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being in here. Hope you had a good work day, bud. Let's see. Jay Submarina Bowen saying, hey, what up? Jay's going to pop on here with me, and we're going to chit-chat. So I'll bring him on here in a little bit. So thank you for being here, Jay. Let's see who else we got here. A bunch of just hellos and highs, and I love it. Oh, look who's here. Sherry from Awesome Sunset Travel. Hi, honey. Hope you get the snake off of your porch. Yeah, it's gone. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. MGM Family Travels in the house. Hello, Bill and Lucy. Or just Bill, not sure. Let's see what else we got here. Gosh, we got all kinds of notifications. The rattlesnake is gone. A friendly neighbor came and took them away. So, all right, Johnny, I got it. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate you at least listening in while you're working. I really do appreciate that. And then just more hays and hellos. So just keep an eye on that. Let me get this over to Jay. Let me just get him the link. If you guys can just bear with me for 2 seconds. So yeah, today I had a person, a UPS person, come to our door to deliver a package, and they they were picking up another package that was down on the ground. And sorry, just let me paste this over here real quick. Okay, Jay, if you're listening, check your your Facebook Messenger messages for the StreamYard link. So anyway, I went to go open the door, and he was standing out there, and let me close this out. And so he was picking up some an Amazon return, and then there's an Amazon package that was on the other side of our doorway. So he was being nice, and he's leaning down to pick it up to grab it, and then I just see him jump back, going, oh my goodness, there's a snake. And lo and behold, my wife has this like real nice Christmas decoration that's out there, like it looks like a lamppost, and tucked away just behind there. So those that are on Facebook, friends with me, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Those that haven't seen it, go take a look. So it was like curled up next to that lamppost, that fake lamppost, and that poor guy, I felt so bad for him, the look on his face, and I don't blame him. I would be the same way. In 13 years of living here, and so sorry, Jay. I don't. Let me see. Let me find that Jay Shell account. So in 13 years of living here, I never have encountered a rattlesnake, and so this was my first time. All right, Jay, it's sent. It's sent to the Jay Shell Bowen account. So I've never encountered it, and so it was really kind of weird. And so I went. First thing I did was call the fire department, because where I used to live in Goodyear, Arizona, the fire department would come and take them and relocate them. And then, but Peoria, where I'm at now, they do not do that, and they gave me a bunch of different numbers, and I called the animal control, the humane society, all these people. Nobody would do it, and then, so I put it on a local Facebook community page and just said, hey, does anybody have any recommendations? And luckily, an off-duty firefighter who lives in our community said, hey, you know what, I'll be home in about 20 minutes. I'll come by with my my tool to grab the snake and bucket, and he did, and it was very, very nice. So thank God for great neighbors and good people. So all right, looks like more people have jumped in, so let's go ahead and just say some more hellos. Michelle Bowen is here, the other half of Jay and Michelle Bowen, and that's Cruise Life. That is their channel. Let's see who else. Life is good today, Ronnie. Hello, everyone. Woo. Good to see you here. That was a weak woo. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Travel Adventures there, B. Hello, buddy. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, my poor you. I felt so bad, and we were just chit-chatting because I was asking him some questions, just some stuff about the Amazon returns, and so we're just chatting away, and that snake was there that whole time. I felt so bad. Snake hyperventilate. Yeah, I am not a fan. No, thank you. I didn't want to have anything to do with that. Sorry, you're still at the doctor's waiting on taking X-ray. All right, TJ, I hope that gets better. That's the worst. That would be a viral short. You know what, Johnny? I know if I wasn't such a chicken, I probably would have went out there and tried to make a little video out of it. But I want no part of that rattlesnake. No, thank you. Hey, Rachel Loves Disney. How are you? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. See if I missed anybody else. I know some people just popped in as I was telling that little rattlesnake story. Did you vlog this? No, I was working. That was the other problem. So by the time the guy came, and he was quick. I watched it on the Ring afterwards. He just came in. He had the big long, like little grabber thing, and his bucket. He put the bucket there, went, grabbed it, put it in the bucket, and he was, just, rang the doorbell, told me, hey, I got it, I'm out. So, yeah, I wish I would have. That would have been a good short. I think Johnny's right. That would have been a good little short. I missed my opportunity. But it's okay. I don't need any snakes coming back for an opportunity. I'll vlog something else. I'm okay sharing just some ligament damage in my knee. TJ saying, I know he's been dealing with that. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Yes, I need that snake extraction vlog. No, it's too late. It's gone. And honey, Peter Josh Live, he's not where you change times. Yeah, well, normally Josh does his live at 7 o'clock. Well, what is it, 9 p.m. Eastern? 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. But Peter, I don't know. Peter's doing the live. It's okay. It's fine. No big deal. They can do whatever they need to do. I wasn't. Yeah. Anyway, I'll move on. So that's fine. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? Snake extraction. Yeah. All right. Looks like. See, I'm not seeing any video on your end. Let's see here, real quick. Yeah, all I'm seeing is GoPro webcam. I'm going to put you back in the, yeah, I'll put you back in there until I see. I'm not getting any video from you, Jay. Let's see what we, I'm down for a snack extraction. Yeah, I'll handle a snack extraction any day. I'll vlog that, but I am not trying to mess around with no rattlesnakes. That's for sure. I don't, No, thank you. And like I said, I'm lucky in the last, and I don't want to jinx myself, in the last 13 years of being here, never had to deal with it. So I've seen many people post it on Facebook and what have you, but never had to really deal with it. So yeah, removing the snack. Yeah, I do that very well. I remove the snacks very well. Unfortunately, that's the problem. Oh, there you go. You fixed it. All right, let's get him in here. Hey, Jay, how are you? I don't.
I'm good.
That
Can you
audio?
hear me?
There we go. I got you.
All right.
Let me switch the camera. Two big guys like us need a little more room. There we go.
Oh. What's going on?
How are you? I know you just got home from work. I appreciate you jumping on. And
Well, thanks for having me. So
yeah, no problem. This was supposed to be a bingo day, but unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to test it. I'll be honest, with the amount of lives and premieres and everything else going on, it's hard not to be able to just jump on and do a pop-up live and do testing. So I didn't get a chance to do that. So.
I got my dabbers and everything.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said I got my dabbers and everything. I'm ready for bingo.
I know. Hopefully next week. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to test it out. And Dewey was very nice. He showed me the program that he was using to build these like custom bingo cards for other channels. So I didn't, again, like I said, I didn't get a chance to mess with it. I'd like to try to do it as a pop-up live. So I'll try to find a time where, there might be a few people available to do a test.
I got you.
Yeah.
You got to give Michelle notice. I'm sure she would be interested in that.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll chat with you guys offline about that and see if we can work something out. It's hard. Like I said, it's hard. Like MGM was just mentioning that Josh and Peter are doing I don't know if it's a premiere or pop-up live. I just saw it come up. But,
yeah, I said that not trying to be rude. It's like, everybody's trying to be like, oh, these guys are doing, well, you know what? Everybody's going live anymore. Everybody's on. So our thinking is, if you want to go watch Josh, go watch Josh. If you want to watch Hani, watch Hani. Whoever you want to watch, there's the best thing about being on YouTube. You can switch the channel. And again, I'm not trying to sound like an a-hole. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, and I understand everybody's friends, but it's like they make a big deal if, you run over 5 minutes by accident, or if you cannot not help being, there's somebody in the RV community that's live right now that we don't know about, or that you may know about. If you want to watch RV, watch RV. If you want to watch you, watch you. It's that simple. And Bill, I apologize. I hope I didn't come across, as being an asshole. That wasn't my intention. I'm just saying because and Hani, unfortunately, you kind of have me preaching right now on your channel, but that's pick who you want to watch. Doesn't matter who's going live.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Nancy, thank you for being here. And actually, and I know the point you were trying to make, and it's tough especially when you're in a chat or texting or whatever. Sometimes those things don't come across the way you want. But you brought up a very valid point. I didn't realize. I think K&R Destinations, it might be live at this time or my old live time, or and I was in Johnny's Journey and I was in Tommy's Travels, and people are talking about their lives. There's a good chance, no matter what, you're going to run across somebody's live, and it's just tough. I have my for example, Plump Travelers just recently decided to go live, and they didn't know it was the same time that I decided to go back 1 hour, and that was just, again, to accommodate the community because D&G Explorers were live at the same time as me. So I was just trying to, finally I had an opportunity to be able to move back an hour, and then as soon as I do, Plump Travelers scheduled the same time. Again, they didn't know. And I did the right thing. I reached out to them and said, hey, listen, I would switch my day to Monday, but the problem is it's Hani's Hump Day Hangout. That just wouldn't flow very well on a Monday.
Exactly. You can wear a shirt any other day.
Exactly. So
wearing a shirt.
So they were really nice about it. Yeah, they were really nice about it, understood. The same time slot was open on Monday. It was sandwiched in between, I think Blaine and somebody else or whatever. Anyway, it worked out really good. So those type of things you can work out, but unfortunately you can't work that out with everybody. So
yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't. And I mean, look, and I know again, like I said, everybody's friends, but it's you want to get your content or you want to get out and put your live. You know, Ronnie is on Friday nights are a hot spot, so it's kind of tough. So different days, it's like, you know, and from 7 Eastern to 10 Eastern is kind of the prime time.
right,
Like you're on the West Coast, you know, you're in Arizona. So right now it's what? It's 5 o'clock for you right now, right?
right, yeah. So I'm hustling, finishing up work and trying to get on just to
get on at this time and try not to step on D&G and, you know, whoever else comes on at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And it's kind of tough because, you know, you got you and then you got the West Coast. Right now it's 4 o'clock for West Coast people. For anybody on the West Coast to be jumping on is a blessing for you.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. And I understand. And you know, I think to your point earlier that anybody that wants to go watch those other ones, like I said, I saw the announcement come out with Peter wanting to go live or whatever, and I was assuming Josh was going to be on him since they did the trip together. But I'll be honest with you, of all the people that are in here, when I watch both Josh and Ship Show, which I do just because I want to give both of them equal time, most of the people in here are on Ship Show's channel. They're not on Josh's channel. Maybe MGM has, I don't know, but you know, most of the people are on Ship Show's channel, not Josh's. So I didn't think there would be any conflict. So I figured I jumped on. The only person that watches both of us is Gary, and you know that's fine if Gary wanted to go watch that. No hurt feelings on my part. So anyway, I'm going to move on from the topic. I think
let's go on.
All right. So Nancy's saying I'm on the road and just be listening in. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate it. And Johnny just saying true to my comment. Yeah, she knows. She supports all the communities. They're awesome people, and you can only do so much. You can only do what you can. Q's is asking, where's Michelle? Michelle's saying she's here but not on camera. She's hiding in the back. She's gonna be Oh, she's saying she'd rather look at Michelle than Jay.
Well, I hope so.
Little sister.
She's the
I struggle to pick a lifetime because I hate to interrupt. I enjoy so many streams. Yeah, no, and I feel bad. I feel bad for people, Eric, like you, and I've heard a few others that say, hey, I would really like to go live, but I just don't know a good time that doesn't step on anybody. When I first did it, quite honestly, again, I wanted to put the end to that topic, but when I did it, I didn't know about D&G Explorers. I didn't know who they were. I mainly just moderated on Josh Holcomb's channel. So my thought was I was going to go right before his, and it was just going to be kind of a, entry point, hey, come hang out on the Honey's Hunt Day Hangout, and then go over to Josh's channel. And it just grew from there because then I started meeting all these other people. So it evolved from just that to kind of my own thing. So let's see here. Thanks, Q's.
Welcome.
Who else is in here? Najuma Brown. Hello, everyone. Saying hello to everyone. Hello, thank you for being here, Najuma. Najuma, we appreciate awesome supporters like you. And that's the other thing we have to think about. It's one thing for us as people that are doing these lives, but I feel sorry for these poor supporters who are trying to bounce around and support everybody else. So, Najuma, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
I mean, I took a break from lives for a while, man, because I was just burnt out. Like literally come home, turn on live and do that for 3-4 hours and then go to bed, get up, go to work. And it's like it overtakes your life.
It does. It's very difficult. Jonathan saying, yeah, still trying to figure out a decent time to go live for the 6 Traveling Shorts, maybe a late night on the weekend. I feel like those late night weekends, thanks, Ronnie, for asking everyone to do the thumbs up. Nope, not tonight. Bill, I'm not camera ready. Michelle, you're always camera ready. You're a weather girl. Hey, Deb, nice to see you here. Nice. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Deb. Let's see.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy?
See the world with Chris. Hey, bud. Thank you. Let's see. Anybody else pop in, sneak in on me here as we were going on our little rants? Did I miss any
Sorry
chat?
to get on this topic, Connie. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, and I know Bill was. I can watch 3 or 4 lives at the same time. Yeah, like I said, I'm assuming Bill. You know, I do the same thing. Like I said, at nighttime when Josh and the ship show are on, I have 2 monitors in here and I watch and I try to give both equal time and I know a lot of people, Ronnie and Bob and Sarah, they watch on multiple devices. So I know many people do that, and that's very nice, and it just shows how awesome our community is. But I feel bad also for the supporters and people that are trying to do that, because it's just, I know it's painful. It's tough to try to do that. So yeah. So I wanted to talk about that I haven't had a chance to fully read the email or emails that have gone out, because I know depending on the person's cruise, but I know. I wanted to talk about, because February, I was going to join that cruise that you guys were going to be on, February 20th, I believe it was.
The 20th to 27th, the Panorama. It sucks. We got it. Michelle messaged me this morning. She's like, no, Panorama's done. And I'm like, what? And I was working, so I just glanced at the picture she sent me. I was like, wait a minute. No, not yet. And then she circles like big red, look, read the little print. So I was like, oh, man. So, I mean, I kind of had a feeling, once they extended it, I was like, yeah, February is probably not going to go. And they need at least 60 days, if not longer, to get operations back where they need to be, especially with all the new things they need to implement for the coronavirus and everything. I'm sure they're going to have sanitizing stations everywhere. They're probably going to have temperature checkpoints and whatever else they need. So it sucks, but it's the way it is right now. I mean, that's, I think, number 8 for us cruise canceled so far this year.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I had a bad feeling it was going to happen. I know that like I told you, I was trying to work through the logistics, but I wasn't working very hard because I had a feeling, and I just didn't want to crush anybody's hopes and dreams. But I had a feeling it was going to get canceled.
Fine, honey.
Hey, is my audio better now? My buddy texted me and said I was muffled earlier.
You are muffled, but now you're all right.
Okay, yeah. Because
your audio even better if you get that chargers out of the picture right there. That makes
It's okay. We have to represent even in. So I was just also told via text, it's only Peter, not Josh, that's live right now. So again, most of the people that come to my channel don't really probably even know who Peter is. So I'm not too worried about that. So Nancy's saying
sidekick of Josh, right?
Yeah.
He's usually the one that's on the cruises with him.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of his really good buddies.
Yeah.
Just got home. I'm glad to make whatever live stream I can listen to, and that's that's the thing. I mean, when you can, there. Hang on, let's see what Sarah's saying here. There are times when we have one on the TV, one on the laptop, one on our phones. It's getting a bit much. Yeah, and I know, and I've talked to many people, through Polo and stuff. I think we all kind of have that general feeling. Clearly, I can't type tonight. It's okay. I just got a new keyboard and mouse, and I'm having a very tough time. It's my old one. I wore the heck out of it. I can't even see the keys. Not that I need to, but I just feel like I need to see the keys, even though I don't even look at them. But
well, honey, you got it's like me, I'm sure. So you're just like.
Well, it's muscle memory. That's the hard part, is that, my fingers got used to that other keyboard. So now it's just trying to get used to this keyboard. It's a lot of fun. I was going to put you in timeout for the second time today for texting and driving. Yeah. I'm March 6th. Yeah. So my buddy, Evan Goldberg, he oh my gosh, he's been trying to go on his first cruise since May 23rd. And that was and we were going to go together on that one. And then that got canceled. He rescheduled to July 25th, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, Evan. And then that got canceled. And then it got rescheduled to October, I want to say 5th or something like that. So we were going to try again to go together on that one. That got canceled. And then I was on a group cruise with Josh October 31st. And then that got canceled. So after that, I gave up. My emotions were like, okay, stop playing with me. That's enough.
Yeah, right. Hey, real quick, Chris, I see that you in Mardi Gras for the celebration. did you know that Sharon Sea has a group cruise on the Vista for that? I'm not sure if you knew that, Chris, or not. That's where we're booked for the Vista for that celebration. Are you doing the celebration, honey?
I want to. That's actually, I was looking at that over the last few days, trying to find a good one to go on. So we can. I'll have to look and see.
That's the March of 22 or 23? 23. Yeah, that's March of 23. We're doing the Vista out of Galveston.
Okay.
That's
I'll have to look at that one.
You can wild stab and figure out who's on that cruise with us if you don't know.
I'm gonna guess Midlife Crazy, maybe.
Wow, I don't know how you could figure that out. If you go on our Shipmates for the next 3 years and pick a cruise, I guarantee you 99.9% of the time, Midlife Crazy is on it. It's funny. It's how it all turned out. But okay, Chris, I don't know if you knew that it was on the Mardi Gras, or if you thought they were on the Mardi Gras, or if you knew they were on the Vista.
What is this group cruise that Bill speaks of here?
What?
I haven't heard of it, Bill. I'll have to look into it.
Yes. Can you give us the deets, Bill? Please give us the deets. I'd be interested.
Yeah, absolutely. I booked 2 cruises in the last 24 hours selling on the Mardi Gras. Okay, gotcha. Bill, I had no idea. Do tell. Yes, Michelle, you're right. All right.
Hello, Mo. How are you?
I did, but I wanted the Mardi Gras. Okay, makes sense. Hey, Papa Mozo, welcome. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, that's the I had a feeling anything in California was going to have a tough time going out. I mean, I think it's not a big secret that their government is just taking their governor is taking a very, very different approach, and that's fine. He's doing what he thinks is best for his state, and like I tell everybody on this topic, only history is going to tell us who is right or wrong. We won't know. So and because of that, and because unfortunately the cruise ships that were out of California and then came back over there, that I'm sure that kind of stuck in the back of his mind, or is stuck in the back of his mind, that he's thinking, you know what, I'm good without cruises in my port for a while. It would be my guess,
Yeah. I always thought that this would be a big money thing. Like they would want to, because, they get a lot of money on the taxes and everything, revenue from cruise ships being in ports, especially around here. I mean, a lot of it's government mandated. So I guess they're not caring about that right now. And that's kind of shocking to me, especially California.
It's true. Chris saying Mardi Gras celebration was an impulse. I've been watching it. It's almost sold out. Only interiors left.
Oh, wow.
Michelle saying March 5th, 2022, Vista out of Galveston with Sharon at Sea, celebration cruise, Carnival's 50th birthday bash. All right, I'm going to have to look into that. March 5th, 2022. Okay.
You put 2022, dear. It's 2023.
For the celebration?
Yeah, it's 2023, not 22.
I thought it was 22.
Oh, it's 22. Crap, I
just
right.
Yeah, okay, I'm wrong, which is normal.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Honestly, honey, we've had so many, and we've been discussing so many other different cruise options. My brain is fried, and then we were talking about the 50th, which is Michelle's for the Mediterranean. So we'll see. But that's what messed me up. So I'm thinking 50th, her and Carnival turned 50 the same year.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I could see. Yep, I could see that. Michelle Bowen, we'll wave and get you on tape from the Mardi Gras.
But yeah, man. So you weren't. How many cruises have canceled for you this year?
I had the May 23rd one cancel, then a July 4th one. The October 5th was a reschedule, I believe, of the May 23rd, and then October 31st group. So 3 technically, 4 total cruises, and that's why I just stopped. Actually, I've been working with Lucy on booking that Midlife Crazy group cruise. I was initially going to do or try to see if I could do both, but when I started looking at it, if you look at it, the total amount of days, it's really tough for me to get, and my wife and my kids, to be out of school that long. Because you got to be there at least one day before, right, on the other cruise, and then add the day you're coming back and the switch. Anyway, so it was going to be way too many days that I just wasn't going to be able to do it back.
Especially for you coming from the left side, it's not like you live in Florida or anything. Yeah, I had too many submarinos, John.
Not yet.
Michelle, when it comes to information. Hey,
Darren,
Darren.
I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, saying howdy, folks, to everybody.
I get it, and I understand, man. I mean, it's different for Michelle and myself because we're empty nesters. We don't have to worry about kids. So now we're just all travel, and you still got youngins. You got, what, 7 girls, right?
It feels like it at times.
You're numbered in your house.
Only 3. He said tag. That's all right, Darren. I get that. We've all been there. Yeah, and that's the thing. It seems like a majority of our community, maybe it's kind of evenly split, because I know the Shorts, they have young kids as well, and so they're. My problem is that my parents live in San Diego. My wife's parents live in Chicago, so we don't really have anybody nearby that we would want to or feel like it should be right to leave our kids with for that long of a period of time. So our option is either go at a time when they're out of school and then fly out of San Diego and go, which is we could do if we were just to go, she and I, or have my parents come fly to Arizona and then stay with the kids. So we could do one of those things, but it's logistically, again, it's just a lot of things I got to make work.
Are your parents retired, or do they still work?
No, they're both retired.
Yeah, I mean, you know how some people, they work, when they retire, they still work. I mean.
Yeah, no, my dad tried to work for a while, but then he started having a lot of health problems and just said, forget it. Yeah, my mom had to medically retire early because of back issues that she's had since we came to America in '79. She tried to make it work for the longest. She did. She worked for the longest time, but eventually just, after working doing soldering in a like electronics plant, standing there for 8+ hours a day, her back just got destroyed, and she just
I can only imagine. Plus, she probably has massive carpal tunnel and everything else in it.
Yeah, I mean, mainly it was her back, because when we came to America, she started having, and maybe she had them before then. I don't know that we've had a conversation about when it started, but anyway, she had a surgery that they told her she had very little chance of either she was either going to, God forbid, pass away, or not make it through, or she would be a vegetable for the rest of her life. That was basically, those were her odds. And she came out of it by the grace of God. She came out of it and and was able to after a short period of time walk and do everything. So it's amazing.
Awesome.
So yeah, she's definitely a strong woman of faith. Grew up very strict Catholic, and the doctor told her, whoever you pray to, keep praying to. Michelle says, what about that Midlife Crazy group cruise? It's a BBD rum run, all Hani's fault. Yeah, hashtag blame Hani for sure. September 11th to the 17th, 2022. Lucy is the official travel agent to book. So guys, if you haven't already, give Lucy a call or email her or shoot her a message or whatever your preferred method of communication is, and get on that cruise. It's going to be
absolutely. They're giving away a free cruise, guys. FYI.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Bowen, how are you, buddy? If you guys didn't know, Midlife Crazy is giving away a free cruise if you book on the group cruise. That's unheard of.
Yes, it's going to be a boatload of fun. Absolutely. Jonathan, I think you guys are booked, right? So, hey, Blaine. Hey, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Another one that has to, and see, Blaine is another example. And again, I don't want to beat that dead horse, but Blaine's another example because he's part of all those. Yeah, Bill, if you can, drop Lucy's info. Yeah, appreciate it. or one of the mods if you have it. So Blaine is connected with the RV community, which is growing bigger and bigger every time.
I mean, massive.
Yeah. Our cruise community, we thought, hold on, let me allow MGM friendly travel too. All right, there you go.
Blaine does like 9 lives a day. I don't know how he gets time and work at the same time. You know, I think he just acts like he works and he just is on lives all day, every day. So
he's a good supporter of like I said, both communities. I don't know how he does it. I mean, just keeping up with our community is a chore, but to keep up with that RV community, and I don't know, Blaine, you can let us know, but I know Danny and maybe him too are also part of that Disney community, which is own kind of little genre.
They are. I know that, and it's kind of how Blaine does it. Like we met Blaine in Disney, probably about a month and a half ago. Great guy, really great guy, and he's the reason why we're in the community right now. You know, with him doing his cruise-a-thons. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be as involved as we are now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that event that us and More did for him was very, very nice. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate you dropping that. I'm going to have it up on the screen here until we get another comment, just for people to be able to write that information down, those that need it.
Absolutely.
So, but Blaine, Jay, does Blaine have tiny hands? That's what I want to know in real life.
I tell you what, Blaine is a lot taller than Now, I'm a big guy. Blaine is bigger than I am, and I'm not talking about fat. He's tall. I'm like 6'1". He's probably 6'3", and he's
that doesn't come across in his lives, that's for sure.
That was the most shocking thing of meeting Blaine. I wasn't expecting him to be tall. There's really 5 Blaine really.
I believe it.
Mom had 5 of them, and they all this is my brother Blaine. This is my other brother Blaine.
Love cruise-a-thons. Just saying, yeah, those cruise-a-thons are awesome. That's how I. I followed a few. Little by little, I started kind of watching other channels, and then I was on. I think I've told this story before. I was on Adventures Ahead channel, and they were talking about Ronnie and Alma, and Josh was doing his Weekend at Bernie's impression, and the way he was doing it, it was classic. It was cracking me up, and I'm like, I got to go see this for myself. So I went over to Ronnie and Alma's channel to go watch, and I think that must have happened on a cruise-a-thon, if I remember correctly, because I was trying to find it, and then I found it, and I thought, oh, this is really funny. I think that was the time they were doing their lives with Spikers, and so anyway, I started watching them, and then got to know Ronnie and Alma very well, and I've become good friends with them. But yeah, it's cool. So then I started watching the cruise-a-thon, and the first time I ever saw Midlife Crazy was on Edna's cruise. I guess a cruise-a-thon, yeah. For Edna, and so
really?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen him. And what happened was, let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments. I can't handle one, much less 5. Her body can't handle more. My wife. I figured that's what you were talking about. There's the information again. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Awesome mods. Awesome. I'm not touching that, Blaine. Yeah. So so they were on there with and I'm trying to remember. I think Griswold was probably on there. It's been a while. I have to try to remember. And so I volunteered to jump into the Hollywood Squares, and I said I would donate. I think it was like $20 a person for everybody that would do a shot with me. And I think there was like 10 people because I can only hold 10 people max in StreamYard. So I ended up paying out $200 because everybody ended up doing a shot with me, and that was really fun. That was my kind of jump into this crazy family.
Yeah, that's very generous of you, honey. That's good of you. We donated to Edna as well. I don't remember that. I mean, that was a blur. We stayed up 23 out of the 24 hours. I crashed at a certain time on that thing. We tried to stay up for 24 hours. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, a lot of people did that actually. I appreciate how people were coming out and doing those lives and then and just being so generous during that time. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get in and you know, we always try to donate to charities and give back. I think I don't know. I've told this story before. I don't know if you have heard it, but you know, I didn't grow up with means at all, honestly. Or it was just my mom and me, you know, my three sisters. And so we used to go to like a local Salvation Army to get presents during Christmas time. And, you know, we thought we didn't know any better, right? We came here as immigrants. We really didn't know any better. We were just happy to have gifts. But when I became an adult, I realized that, whoa, you know what? This was other people giving presents to me that don't even know me. So since I was 18, since I started working, I went and bought a ton of presents, and I go and donate them to some type of charity every year since I was 18 years old.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, even when I was unemployed for almost a year, I still did it. I never skipped a year. So
You're a generous guy. Michelle, she's the same way. And I grew up like you, man. I used to have Wish sandwiches for dinner all the time, if you know what Wish sandwiches are.
yeah. You froze. Oh, you froze.
Did I?
Oh, there you go.
I was saying I used to have Wish sandwiches all the time for dinner, if you know what Wish sandwiches are.
Which sandwiches?
Wish.
Oh, Wish? No, what is that?
Yeah, 2 pieces of bread and wish something was in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, and it's sad that so many people are in that, have been or still in that type of situation. You know,
Yeah.
Papa was saying good cause. I'm guessing he's talking about Edna's.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I started following a couple of channels, Blaine's Cruisathons. Okay, Najuma, that's cool. That's so it works. You know, it gives a lot opportunity for a lot of people to kind of get their names out there. It's all Blaine's fault. Yeah. Hashtag blame Blaine for that one. I'll never delete that cruisathon because Edna and Al appeared on screen with us, which is touching and heartbreaking. Yeah, I remember it was like at whatever it was, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. That one I'm talking about when I came on, and Edna ended up coming on at that time. That's awesome. Thanks, Eric. And I didn't say it honestly to like, you know, pat myself on the back or anything, but I think as the holidays are coming up and we are living in some really crazy times, man, I just I want people to remember that however bad you really think things are right now, it could be worse, and there are people that are dealing with a lot worse. So you know what? Smile. Be happy that you have your health. Be happy that you have what you have, because you know what?
Absolutely. And I mean, think about it. We're pitching a fit because our cruises have gotten canceled.
Yeah.
We're blessed to be able to take one or more cruise in a year. There are people that have never been out of their town in their entire lives. So, you know, I mean, it's frustrating because we work for what we want. Right now we bust our butt for everything we have in the world, and we get frustrated, but we have to understand there are people that can't even fathom going on a cruise, let alone getting out of state, you know, and it's mind blowing. And the problems that we have are not real problems.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, and I'm glad that you brought up the cruise thing. All of us are sad by it. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's really not. It's a good problem to have because that means we had the ability to do it. And when I used to travel all over the United States for business, I'd go to some states and like you said, some of these people are from these small towns and never even left that little small town. Like going on an airplane and flying somewhere was like, wow, you're able to go do that. Or, you know, coming to San Diego, they thought you were a movie star because only movie stars lived in Southern California. You know? So, yeah. Chris saying he used to eat mustard and ketchup sandwiches.
I did too, Chris. When I had mustard and ketchup, I had that as well.
Things could always be worse, right? Yeah, I know, man. Take care of that knee, but yeah, absolutely. You're right, TJ. As long as we have family and friends, life goes on. Absolutely.
Thank you, Cruisers. Thank you, Sarah, or Bob, whoever's manning Q's Cruisers.
It's definitely Sarah. Bob just fills in when Sarah decides to go to the casino. Other than that, it's usually a good chance it's Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah does a really good job of going out and and supporting all the different channels and all that. So Eric's saying he lived in a car in homeless shelters as a kid, 6 and 7 years old. So as I grow older, I appreciate things more. Eric, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that again, just to put things in perspective, here we are, we're all here. You're right. He's saying to you, Jay. Here we are, we're all kind of still getting to know each other. I just recently started getting to know Jay, more on a personal level, and stuff. And it's nice. I love it. I don't really care. You'll never ever hear me talking about monetization. You'll never hear me talking about needing 1,000 subscribers or needing the 4,000 views. You'll never hear me. If you do, call me on it, because I won't. I'll never do it, because that's not what I did this for. I did this because I was bored, wanted something to do. I was still out of work by the time I started it, but then I got a job. So threw that all off. But I met so many great people, and I'm thankful for it. And I was telling Sarah, I think it was Sarah or Ronnie and Al, or maybe all three of them, the other night, if and when this goes away, and it may for me at some point, I may just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm tired of this. But the friendships that I made will remain forever. I mean, you're stuck with me. Whoever it is that I call a friend, guys, you're stuck with me. You like it, don't like it.
I was hoping I'd be rid of you after one of
it. Block me, so if you want to.
Now, it's funny is, the same thing, like Michelle and I, we were locked up in quarantine together for 6 months, and this is all we did. And the friendships that we've connected with, like when I lived in Jersey, man, I just worked, and I never made time to make friends. Now I got more friends than I know what to do with. And now I bitch about having not enough time to talk to everybody that I want to talk to. Michelle makes fun of me all the time. She laughs at me. She's like, be careful what you wish for, kind of thing. So yeah, everybody that I've met, man, I consider friends and family, and I'm appreciative of everyone, and I've never seen a community rally around each other like this cruising community. Even, most of the time, people are like with the monetization and everything, they're all about me, but I haven't seen that in this community.
Yeah, I'm going to get to Sarah's comment here in a second.
Yeah, are you?
No, I'm not. But I saw that was the first time was with Sean and Steph when Sean got sick. That was the first big rally, and then after that was with Edna and Mr. So Blaine's saying he loves mayo sandwiches. I love mayo. I love ketchup. I like mustard, so I could take any one of those. Saying you are.
I will only eat mayo if it's a tomato and mayonnaise sandwich.
Life is good today. Dropping that channel. Thank you so much,
you guys. I appreciate that, Ronnie.
I'm thankful for everyone I've met. Great day. We are like family, which is awesome. And Blaine and I chatted on Facebook. I can't remember. I don't remember what we were chatting about, but all of a sudden we started out, just asking questions about each other, and he was asking me about my job, and come to realize it's funny, a lot of the things we have in common that we just didn't know about, that we would have never known about, how we just taken that few minutes to chat in Facebook Messenger. So Blaine, I hope to meet you someday and talk to you more. No, I'm not slamming beer. Finally over to saying it's my Virgil's lemon lime zero sugar soda. Nothing.
You only sell that on the left coast? I've never heard of that before.
It's no, maybe, I don't know. It's a zero sugar drink. They're pretty good. I like their root beer. I have their root beer, their orange. The cola is kind of nasty. It tastes.
You have a Chargers refrigerator?
I do. Do you see it? I thought that's what you were talking about, but I forgot that there's a pillow back there.
Yeah, I saw the pillow. I didn't see the. I wasn't peeping out. You're a Pepsi guy, honey?
Yeah. I mean, I'll drink either one. I'm not one of those get ready to take my sword out and fight over Pepsi and Coke. But I mean, it depends. Whatever's on sale, honestly, of the two is what I'll grab.
Yeah, I'm a Coke back through and through.
I'll be honest with you. Actually, I normally would get Coke Zero Cherry Coke Zero is what I normally get. That's usually my jam. Yeah. But they didn't have it this last time, and so I just grabbed those. Hey, Q. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, shoe size for sock exchange. Oh, did they already put out the names? I didn't get one, or maybe I missed a message, so I'll have to look into that. This is for the ship show.
No, we didn't even get an invite, so you know.
It was on their. They talked about it on their show. There. You're probably snoozing during that time. Yes, sir, Blaine. This is my retirement hobby, and I'm so blessed to have my friends. Absolutely, Papa. What size? I love watching all the lives and enjoy getting to meet people from YouTube in person. Yeah, that's another big supporter, Jonathan. You know, he's I see him in every live and every polo, and so yeah.
Can I interrupt you? I apologize, Jonathan. No. One request: when we meet in person, you have to be wearing your headphones, because I don't think I've ever seen you without those headphones on. And always on one ear, the other one's behind. Like, I'm like, is he DJ? Exactly, always DJ.
I gave him heck about that on the polo one time. I was like, every time I feel like he's ready, he's over there mixing it up in the background. Yeah. 14, size 14. LOL Q's. Now tell me y'all's. 7.5 for me. Bob won't wear them. All right. A few we have met so far. Awesome. Ronnie and Alma, Ronnie and Teresa. Yeah, the Gilberts. Obviously, everybody knows Ronnie and Alma very well, but Ronnie and Teresa Gilbert, for those of you that don't know them, the traveling Gilberts, Ronnie and Teresa are hilarious. That video they did for Halloween or whatever it was, yeah, it was Halloween. That was good. That was really, really good. Moonshine Jennifer, soon Sean, I'll be meeting a couple more from YouTube. All right, that's awesome, Jonathan. They had it on sale, Jay. $49 was normally $300, but they couldn't get any buyers.
Blaine, what are you talking about?
They had it on sale.
$49. Oh, your refrigerator.
oh man!
I was like, what? Oh yeah,
not that one. I wish I paid $49. Actually, I paid $300 for it. To be honest.
Did you really?
Yeah. Blaine and Jay often check on me. Again, these men are blessings. Yeah, Blaine and Jay. Jay's worried about you, Papa. He's always checking the. You know, like, is he good? Is he all right?
I check the pulse, make sure he's. You know.
It's a virtual pulse, right? It's got to be a virtual pulse. But yes, Honey, Blaine, and I are paired up for the Ship Show Shock. How did you find out? Let me know in the chat. I expected to get a message in Messenger or Facebook message or whatever, but so
say that goes fast, Honey.
Liz posted.
Yeah, thanks, Papa. You are a blessing. Pepsi's, Mozo's, Jam. I'll be de-headphoned on the ships. The headphones will be replaced with a cup in my hand.
No. Jonathan, you need to have the headphones on. If you are on that group cruise, the Midlife Crazy BBD Rum Run cruise, Jonathan, me and Honey need to take a picture with you with your headphones on.
Just bring them with you at least. At minimum, just bring them with you so we can get a picture. Yeah, he's talking about the fridge. No, I think I did see the Alabama one on sale for $24.99, but.
Yeah, boots high. That's all I got to say.
Everyone we have met has been wonderful, says Chris. Let's see the world with Chris. It's a pinned message on their group page. Okay, I'll go check it out. Thanks, Blaine. I appreciate that. They posted on Facebook. Thanks, Sarah. Okay. We already knew each other when we met. Oh, he's talking about, in Cancun and all that. Yeah, that's the feeling. You feel like you know these people. I saw when I went to Vegas, I got to meet Nancy and Anthony there, and obviously the other people, from Sharon at Sea and all those people. Dewey was there, Shauna Snow was there. Unfortunately, when we went out to dinner, the way that it was situated, it made it really tough for everybody to really kind of commingle. And then when we left that, you had this big, large, you could just imagine a very large group walking down, those of you that have been to Vegas, walking down the Vegas Strip. And, there was no way to sit there and try to chit chat or talk to anybody because you're trying to figure out where they were going. It was a fun trip. Don't get me wrong, but it was very tough unless you were staying at the New York and went to the pool. And, that was the mistake I made. I should have stayed at the New York, so I had the opportunity to commingle more. Just so you know, I'm here, but will conduct myself with the utmost comportment this evening. No, Gary, you don't need to, buddy. It's okay.
That's not it.
And I don't think Mom's in the chat. I didn't do a Facebook connection because I guess my connection expired. So you're free to go crazy. And here we go again. The midlife crazy BBD rum run group cruise.
You know, they should do that midlife crazy / the beach life BBD rum run, because you're the reason why this group cruise is happening, honey. So they should give you your props where props are due.
Well, I appreciate it. Actually, I was going to reach out to them and ask them if they wanted, like a co-sponsor, but I thought, this is their first one, and I didn't feel it was appropriate to take that away from them. It's unfortunate that it was the same thing as something where I'm the mascot, unfortunately, but it's okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you in that rum bottle, bro.
Knowing Brad, he'll probably make that happen. So I should have probably not volunteered.
Let's just hope he doesn't tape an actual BBD on the outside of that bottle.
No, because there could be kids around. He won't do that.
Oh, there's going to be kids around? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be the tough part because, you're on a cruise ship. But it would have been funny. Maybe if we had like a private gathering, which I don't think we are on that particular one. I don't think we're doing a private gathering. I think they opted for because I think every agent gives you an option for different things. I think they opted for the free cruise versus that, private party or whatever. Is my guess. I don't know. Michelle can tell us.
Oh yeah, it was an option. You either got the private cocktail hour or you got 75, whatever the onboard credit was.
Yeah, they could have done either $75 onboard credit, so everybody can choose if they want to buy drinks, use it as an excursion, go shopping, or if we did the private party, not everybody wants to drink and didn't want anybody to feel left out, so we just kind of felt it was better to let everybody choose what they want to do with the extra money.
I like that. I think that's true because and you could still drink a ton for $75 if that was what you wanted to do. So
did you hear my voice change so drastically there for a few minutes?
No, that's cool. I'm glad that was the option because that makes it fair for people that are not big.
Yeah, because there are some people that don't really drink. They might have one or two and that's it. They might feel left out.
And then you got other people that get the drink package that they're like, it doesn't mean anything to me.
That's true. So for the people that are drinkers and have the drink package, again, it would be meaningless. So good call on whoever decided that or whatever group decided that. So Jonathan's saying, not our kids. They won't be around. So I have 4 minutes left of this hour. I have 20 in the house. If people want to stay on and chat, let me know. If you guys want to stay on, I don't think there's anybody on other than D&G after us. So if you want to go to D&G's live, absolutely, that's fine. That's why I moved an hour earlier, just so people didn't have to try to watch both or make that decision. If you want to go on, I'm going to just stay on and hang out. Jay, if you want to hang out.
Fine. I'm cool. I enjoy talking to you, man.
At home, so if you need to go get something to eat or go relax, don't feel like
I already ate. I told you I just walked in, but I got home, picked up Michelle. We went and grabbed a quick bite, and I got home. So no, I'm good, man. I'm good. Cool.
That hour went by fast.
Yeah. A lot of times it's better than talking over polo because now it's just back and forth banter.
Absolutely. And now that I have my iPhone, you could FaceTime me as well. So
yeah.
Well, the polos, it's funny, is the polos are nice because if you are busy, you could just answer it when you can. I know that, Sarah will say that a lot. Hey, message me whenever you want. I may not be able to answer you right away, but, I will get back to you because, you might be busy just with work or life or whatever. So Blaine saying, be around, got to do some work, emails. Sure, Blaine, sure.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Blaine works, what?
No, that's fine, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Or you can have one of your stand-ins come in and sit in the chat. It's
yeah.
The innuendo double entendre tide cruise. Oh, okay. The T is the okay, gotcha. Tide cruise. Might as well get your watch hours because you two are going to talk all night over polo. I'm not gonna lie and say no. Not again. I just said I don't really care about the watch hours. It's just hanging out. That's why it's the hangout. That's why I decided that name. The hangout because it's really just hanging out with friends. So
yeah. What's better than polo is you watch one and you mean to answer, and then like 5 hours go by and you forget all about it, or you open up the chat. And there's 973 polos, and you're like, no, thank you. watch all, and then you're done. So.
Well, it's tough, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else. It's tough to try to catch up. And I would usually just have it like playing in the background if I'm doing other things, or while I'm driving, I'll let it play. But sometimes it's just hard to keep up with so many if you walk away for a good amount. And it goes in spurts. There'll be times where it's like dead, and then all of a sudden. So Gary Krebs saying, yeah, Polo can get so backed up. Absolutely, that's it. I'm really close to booking that crazy crew cruise just for the people. Nancy, oh my goodness. I know you've been struggling with that one because I know you had a bunch of other things going on, but that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like I said, you're one of those people that I wish I could have spent a little more time with. I know that you and I and Anthony got a chance to talk in front of the Bellagio fountains, but it was so hectic, as you know. It was so hectic, and I really, really didn't get a chance to talk to you guys as much as I wanted to. So that would definitely be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. So Sarah's saying she'll only stay if she gets to see Michelle Bowen.
I can't promise that.
Yeah.
Actually, Michelle, I don't know where she went.
Michelle, put a baseball cap on and call it good. Oh, my God.
Michelle can't do that.
She what?
She can't. She won't do that. She's not one like Michelle's proper, I mean, I'll come on here looking all like a, what's his face from Goonies? Hey, you guys.
Baby Ruth.
Well,
I'm addicted to those polos. I know, Nancy. You do a good job of. I know you're not a skipperoo, so that's Josh Halstead from Adventures Ahead got the nickname Skipperoo from Anissa because he just skips through and doesn't watch when there's I think his rule is 20. Anything more than 20 or something like that, he'll just skip. So, hey there, Najuma. I feel the same, honey. Yeah, absolutely. I hope I get a chance to not tonight, Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. I guess you got to leave. I guess myself and Jay are not enough. So bye. Still contemplating it myself, but pricing not making sense to. Well, I know, Gary. I know you got like freaking elite status with Royal Caribbean, so I know you get all kinds of good deals and stuff. So I get it. We'll find a way to cruise together some way, somehow, someday.
Now, honey, how many cruises have you been on?
8.
And all on one line? All Carnival?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been on 2. But I was supposed to be trying to be platinum by the end of our 3rd year of cruising.
Well, this year was supposed to get me really, really close, and then by next year, after I think 1 or 2, I was gonna be able to hit that mark. So yeah. Sarah's saying Michelle's gorgeous no matter what. Her hair looks amazing tonight.
You're absolutely right. Michelle is gorgeous no matter what. Hence why she's the beauty and I'm the beast. No, isn't it snowing out where you are right now? Or
yeah, that's what she's saying. She can't. There's no lawn mowing for her to do to catch up on polos. So she sit on a lawnmower and listen to polos as she's mowing. We looked at every way we could think of to get Kayla off work for the BBD rum run, and the only way would be if cloning is available in September 2022. That's tough. I know. I know you guys. I was just having that conversation with Sherry earlier today, TJ, is that you guys are stuck sailing at the peak times, which is super expensive. She priced that cruise out for me, your group cruise, and it was literally at least double what I would normally pay. We usually go like end of May or October, and that, unfortunately, because it was in June. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, but they take advantage of knowing when people are off. So
that's crazy. When is TJ's? TJ's is June of 2022, right?
June 10th, June 4th. Sorry, yeah, I think if I remember correctly. Gary saying no, that's not the issue. Oh, okay.
That doesn't make sense, Gary. Can you say?
Ronnie's trying to put Nightbot out of business. He's like, you know what? Nightbot's not doing his job, so I'm going to do it. You guys are still noobs. Yeah, I know, Gary. I know you're.
How many cruises have Gary been on?
Gary, drop in how many cruises you've been on, buddy. I don't know that number off the top of my head. Nancy saying we were supposed to be platinum by 2021, just got to wait. Yeah, same here. So 2021, by early 2021, I should have been platinum, but thanks a lot, 2020. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I know a guy that used to construct wood chippers in case he needed. I'm trying to remember who that was now. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Nancy, remind me who that was that used to make.
It was Kayla.
It was Ronnie. It was Ronnie, right?
No.
At least I know a guy that knows a guy. To cruising, June 4th, 2022. Okay, yep. I remember because it was around my birthday, which is June 10th. That was really why I was trying to make it work, because I'd love to cruise on my birthday, but never going to happen at those prices. I am platinum whenever I can get on a Carnival ship. All right, I know. So you're platinum, and TJ married into platinum, so there's that. Haunting that damn Life 360. You know what, Dallas? If Dallas wasn't so cute, I would tell you. No, just kidding. I love dogs. I would never tell you anything. Dallas is so cute, so I'm not gonna be mad at her. So her dog, whenever she hears my Life 360 go off, she thinks that Bob and Sarah's daughter is coming home, because she's connected those two sounds. That when that Life 360 bings, all of a sudden Lindsay, right? Her name Lindsay shows up, and so dogs are freaking amazing and smart. That's what I love about them. It's just crazy that she would be able to associate that. I don't know if the pricing included fees. The pricing that Lucy gave me originally did not include fees, and yeah, I had the similar thing. I was thinking, oh, that's really, really cheap, because I was thinking about rooming. I don't know if Dewey's in here, but I thought about rooming with Dewey, because and then I saw the original pricing. But anyway, the pricing was close enough to where I didn't have to inconvenience him or whatever. I ended up just doing a solo cabin. So, but the original pricing I got didn't include fees, and then she gave me new pricing, which wasn't that much more. Gary, what's that? Sorry.
Gary does Royal normally.
He said he's done other cruise lines, but he's mainly a Royal dude. Yeah.
So when you do pricing for them, they don't give you the option to pay the gratuities separate, or is it all in? The last time I priced out a Royal, it got canceled in March. That's the only Royal cruise that I priced out and was going to go on, and it got canceled. So I have yet to be on any others.
Yeah, let us know, Gary. Well, I think you said you've been on all the major cruise lines, maybe not Disney. I couldn't remember, but yeah, let us know what the pricing is like, because I don't know Royal Caribbean either. Ronnie, yeah, okay, you're right. And I just see Nancy saying anything. So Ronnie used to make wood chippers. I've been waiting for my platinum cruise for over a year now. Oh, I laugh. I'm sorry, but that's all you can do. It's either laugh or cry. So I'm gonna just choose laugh for right now. Kayla got 25 and that platinum status. That's right, TJ. Married for the perks.
I didn't realize Kayla's been sailing and cruising that many times. My Atlanta.
Yeah, she's been on all the major cruise lines too, if I remember correctly, right, TJ?
I guess she started young with her family, or she do it before she met TJ?
If I remember correctly, she started with her family, started doing it. Hold on to that thought about going solo. Okay. Well, that's fine, Gary. I think Lucy said I could add somebody if I needed to or whatever. Yeah, the problem why with Dewey, because I would have loved to room with him. He got a cove balcony, and for the price that splitting it in half was relatively close to the same price of me getting my own cabin. So I figured why inconvenience him and all that. So, but Gary, if you're gonna roll solo, let me know and we can make something out. I saw better pricing than the group rates. Okay. Well, talk to Lucy and make sure. See what you can.
Yeah, but Gary, with your prerogative, but you won't qualify for the free cruise that they're giving away, and the onboard credits and everything else.
Right. So yeah, that's true. And I did price it on my own just to kind of get an idea, because I figured other people were going to do the same thing. And really the price, but by the time you got the $75 cruise credit and all these other things, it was kind of a wash, honestly. So I don't know what you found, Gary, but anyway, we can talk about that offline.
Yeah, no, we do the same thing. Any cruise that we go on, you know, we always check the pricing if we book it ourselves versus doing the group cruise. We always do that because, you know, you don't know some travel agents, and I'm not saying Lucy did, but some travel agents try to, you know, gouge you on the price a little bit, you know, so they can make a little extra money.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. TJ saying she did start. Kayla did start with her family, started cruising, and every major cruise line is under her belt, including Disney. I remember that in one of your lives. Chris has been on 11. So, Chris, just curious, were those 11 with Laura, or have you been on some that she hasn't? It's funny. That was the other thing I realized is a lot of people. There's like one that's been on more cruises than the other. Usually, like, you know, the guy's got on more cruises or whatever.
More than I have. Michelle's been on Disney, Royal, Norwegian, Carnival. She's been on all the major cruise lines, and I haven't.
That's awesome. Sarah's asking Gary if he grew up in New York. Yeah, I don't know where in New York, but I know he was from New York. Pricing on Royals that you see is no fees and no gratuities. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Gotcha. Yes, Sarah. Answering her. Blaine saying hi, Nancy. Downstate. We may attempt the Mardi Gras. If it cancels, we may go to Aruba in January 2022. Okay. Gary's also looking at a 60-night cruise, May 2022. Wow.
You know, I will be honest with you. It was a bummer that the Panorama canceled, but I'm kind of relieved as well because I super overextended my vacation time in 2021. You know, we had the Panorama, we had the Mardi Gras, we have a wedding, we have Cabo, which is a land vacation, and we had 2 weeks to Hawaii in October. So that's like 5 weeks, 6 weeks of vacation that I only get 2.
Well, and for selfish reasons, I'm kind of glad things are pushing out because I forgot I'm new with this company, and just the other day I found where I can check my PTO hours and all that, and realized I don't have crap.
You have like a day, right?
Yeah, so it's funny because I had used 8 hours of PTO to go when I went with my buddy to downtown Disney and all that. And but I found out they give us like a certain amount of holiday hours to use during, so we're basically off from Christmas Day for like a whole week or whatever. But they allow you to use those as regular PTO days. And I didn't know that. So I asked them if I could basically swap it and get back my 8 hours of PTO. And I said, I'd rather work one day during that break because I'm not really going anywhere. So might as well just swap it and keep that, because we can bank the PTO time to the next year. You can't bank the holiday time. So we'll see. They're supposed to get back to me on that. Gary's answering Sarah, telling her yes, from downstate New York. We have been on 8. Oh, same as me, huh, Ronnie? On all on Carnival. Okay. Yeah, same here. 8.
What's your favorite Carnival ship?
Gary's saying Carnival, Princess, Royal, and Celebrity. Okay, so no Norwegian and no Disney. Okay. All but one cruise with Laura and all on Carnival. Okay. Yeah, so all my cruises were with my wife except for my first one. I went as a single guy back in 1999 on the Carnival Elation. That was my only one without the wife. Oh, wait, no. I take that back. I'm sorry. I went on a brocation with 2 of my buddies in June of 2019. Disney will be reserved until grandkids are old enough. Okay, makes sense.
I want to go on Disney now, and I have no grandkids.
Laura has 10 cruises. I went on one with my mom. Okay, gotcha. Your mom is a rock star, man. Everybody loves Norma. That's everybody I talk to is like, oh my god.
Flamingo Pam in Cancun.
That's right. I want to go to Cabo. I know you meant Cabo. I know you're topoing today. Is that a group trip or private? Jay, is that to Jay? Is that question to Jay?
Yeah, it is a group, but it's so Johnny Burrows from Bella Travel Adventures has a timeshare in Cabo at a place called De Villa de Arco, or I would have to get the information. I think he has enough room for one more couple. Basically, There's a group of us. We're going. Degenerates are going. I think Nancy. Are you going still? Are you and Anthony going or no? And like a couple other people, and we all just paid like $200 for his maintenance fee, and it's like a $300 a night resort. Villa de Arco is what it's called in Cabo. So it's August 7th to the 14th. So I could talk to him. He did extend that to you. Okay, sir. There you go. But I don't know if Nancy is still going. I think Flamingo Pam's going. So there's people, you know.
TJ saying Kayla's been on Carnival, Royal, Princess, NCL, and Disney. Wow, that's awesome. It's nice because now she can kind of speak, you know, from a more informed position on certain topics in that regard. So I can't do the ad on my phone. It's okay, Gary. Don't worry about it. I know it's a pain. So what you're saying is that your channel should be called Sailing Away with Kayla. Oh.
Yeah, since Kayla's done all the sailing.
We're going to the Grand Fiesta Americana in Cabo first week in February. Awesome, Chris. It pretty much is already. Yeah. Chris, is that a group trip? Oh, so she's now asking about the Grand Fiesta Americana in Cabo first week in February. Is that a group trip? LOL, so does my wife. We have been on 2 and have 3 scheduled, Jonathan says. And Tommy, hey, welcome. 26 spread over 10 lines going all the way back to Premier Cruise Line, the big red boat.
Wow.
Wow, very cool. So 26 cruises over 10 lines. Holy smokes. Tommy, awesome.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you pronounce your name Tommy. I apologize if you pronounce it differently. Let me know. Oh, that's right, Jay. He did extend that to me. Okay, cool. And just saying hello. It's just my mom, sister, and brother-in-law right now, but anyone is welcome to come. All right, Chris, that's very nice. Thank you. Wait, August or February, Jay?
The one that Johnny has is in August.
Okay.
February is Chris's. We're going in 2021, not 2022. We're going this upcoming August.
Gotcha.
Oh, if I wait, I don't have to bring smart, Gary. Very smart.
Smart man, Gary.
Very smart.
That is true. If you don't wait, yep, you wait. So that's cool. So there's some.
Which ship and what port is your favorite?
Oh, he went on a Premier Cruise as well. Oh, Gary found a friend. You and Tommy can chat. Mike, which cruise port is my favorite? Is that what you're asking me, Jay?
And what ship on Carnival?
Oh, so, you know, I liked the Vista just because it was new and different. There's a few things I didn't care much for on the Vista, but I would say overall, I would say probably the Conquest and the Vista. For different reasons. But those are
Conquest is a small ship, right?
The Conquest?
Yeah.
It's not small, but it's not the bigger ship. It's kind of in between, and I liked it because it's still kind of the traditional style.
Is that the Spirit class ship?
It's a Spirit class ship, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took that one to the Bahamas and Grand Turk and Amber Cove and all that. It was nice. As far as the ports, I love, like many people, Half Moon Key, K, however you want to pronounce it, and Grand Turk are 2 of my favorites. I loved Cozumel, don't get me wrong. Cozumel was really, really nice.
What was the first one you said? I didn't hear you.
Oh, Half Moon Key or K, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay.
So let's see here. Blaine said, I'm still bummed my March 6th cruise got the... Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sean is here. Hello, Shauna Short. Hello, thank you for joining. Gary Krebs and Chandris. I'm guessing these are some older cruise lines. Gary.
Yeah. Because Gary
he's reminiscing with Tommy. Mine is Vista. Kayla's is the NCL Breakaway. So let me come back to that one, TJ, because I do have a question for you. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. It's just Shauna saying hi. Okay. So TJ, I don't know what the other ship or ships that you were on with Carnival. My only thing with the Vista is the they're changing the promenade, how they made it 2 levels now. So I think it was level deck 4 and deck 5 are both promenades. So they kind of shrunk the hallways. And I didn't like that for 2 reasons. One, I loved the bigger promenades where you could just kind of sit back and people watch, and it was really wide. And then when you're walking through it, you didn't feel like so cramped in there. And now when you're walking anywhere, you're in there just it's just a lot tighter than I like. And then you got to walk through the casino when you're on deck 5, I think it is. You got to walk through that casino, and it's the smokiest casino I've ever been in. And I mean, of all the Carnival ships, I it's so bad. And I love me some casinos. I love gambling. I'm being honest with you, Jay. I shit you not. I did not gamble at all during our Vista trip.
I'll tell you,
it's not bad for me.
Hi, Shauna. How are you?
Hey.
I'll tell you what. I my first cruise was on the Sunrise.
Thank you for being here.
My very first cruise was on the Sunrise, and that setup was so weird because you literally had to walk through the casino to get everywhere. If you wanted to go to the Alchemy bar, you had to walk through the casino. You wanted to eat, you had to walk through the casino. If you wanted to get anywhere, and it was the smokiest because where the slots were, that's where all the smokers were.
Right.
And I mean, I'm like, for 10 seconds, and I'm the kind of person, I don't know if you're like me, I cannot stand the smell of cigarette smoke on me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, and I'm hypersensitive to it. So walking through it, I was just like, oh, I'd have to get like a whole bottle of Axe body spray and just myself and be a douchebag, smell like that the entire time because it's cigarettes.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I just couldn't handle. Like, it wasn't even just it was really, for me, again, I'm not a smoker by any means, but I made it work in other casinos. I don't know what it is, if it's the filtration system, what it is, why it was just seemed really, really bad. So that was one of the things I didn't like. And then the change in the main theater area, is it called the Liquid Lounge? Just the way that it is with the chairs. I understand why they did it, but I just felt like I liked having the tables before in front of you so you could put your drink. So you basically had to hold on to your drink the whole time. Just little things like that. The comedy club, I forgot the name of it, was really small. So you had long lines waiting for it. And then the worst part is those long lines are waiting outside in that already cramped promenade hallway. So it was like, oh my goodness. Let's see here. Casino on the Horizon is pretty dang smoky. Oh man, don't tell me that. Anyway, I mean, maybe if we're wearing masks, it may not be that bad. It may be maybe the one time I won't mind wearing the mask.
Sarah, it was the sunrise. But honey, you're talking about the promenade, how they shrunk it. Now, do they still on the Vista? Do they still, like, you know how they have the director and they have the get-togethers and whatever? They still do that at the bar there?
Oh, that's the atrium. So that's in that like middle area. Yeah, that's in the middle. The promenade is just one of their decks, and it used to be, you know, on most ships, I can't remember if it's like 4 or 5, but what they did was make it 2 levels.
You know, I'm not that seasoned as a cruiser that I know that yet, honey.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
I mean, it's funny because I have done all the research. I probably have done more research on cruise ships than a normal person ever would have. But I just say deck 5, deck 6. I don't do the Riviera. I don't do the promenade. The Lido, like even Lido, I'm like deck 9, you know?
Well, you know, the thing that I do like that they added was that Ocean Plaza. And that was really cool. It's like a little area there where you can sit. And they even have, like, in the morning time, a lot of people don't know, or most of us know because we all watch a ton of YouTube, but they'll serve breakfast. They'll serve food throughout the day during the food times at the buffet. And but it's a cool place to sit and watch music and listen to live music and all that. So Gary's saying, yeah, Jay, I'm not crazy about talking about this sunrise. We did a slot pull on our last cruise. We found the Facebook group that was for that cruise. Yeah, I've never done a slot pull, so I believe they're talking about doing that for the.
You're there all day, bro. Don't make any plans that day.
For which day?
For a slot pool.
Oh yeah.
Michelle made the mistake of doing it on one of the cruises. Well, I've only been on our first cruise, and we were there for like 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, I'm looking at her. I'm like, we got to go. I don't want to stay here all like in the smoke field. They're all smoking, and I'm like getting more agitated. I'm like, we got to go. And I'm like, they can keep my damn $30. I'm out.
I'm gonna leave like a little camera there, and then I'll be back later.
Well, Michelle stayed. They were up big when I wanted to go. We would have won like $60 or $70, and Michelle was like, "We're winning." Like, we're not going to win. I said, "They're going to be here for the next 4 hours, or they're going to lose everything." And sure enough, we got like $2 extra back at the end of it.
Oh, geez, all that.
And we got our money back, but still.
Still, I know. It's a long time to wait for a $2 profit.
Oh, you have no idea. Dude, I was just – and slot pools, they're fun. They're exciting, but they take so much time.
And you have to be present to win? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
So the theater on the Vista needs that blue glass removed and changed to clear on the second level. Oh, yeah. That was another thing I didn't care much for. You're right. I know what you're talking about, TJ. Yep. I hope after Mambo 19 we can move to smoke-free casinos.
That would be a blessing, Tyler.
Yeah, you know what? I doubt they'll ever do that, to be honest with you, because I know they make a ton of money in the casinos and they don't want to drive anybody away. But, yeah. All newer ships. What's that?
No, I was going to say either Royal or NCL, they're actually going to smoke-free casinos.
Oh,
they have a square-off box that's almost like not a jail, but like a room where they go in and they smoke, and the ventilation there is like really, really good.
Oh, that would be nice if they could do that. So
I don't know if everybody can, tell me that. I know that some of the new ones, I'm not sure if it's NCL or if it was Royal.
Yeah. Too many hidden views. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Can't wait to get on the Mardi Gras this year. 2021. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say this year. I'm not thinking that's going to happen.
Nothing going on this year.
We paid 20 and won like 10. Yeah. Again, not a good return on investment for my time. That's for sure. So we really lost $10. Yeah. I think they'll, in the short term, us and more the local gambling ships that used to allow Smoking Bandit to Mambo 19. Us and more were saying that won't happen. Gosh, this chat just jumps like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tyler was saying, I think they will. In the short term, the local gambling ships that used to allow Smoking Bandit due to Mambo. They need to put 2 casinos on every ship, LOL, and one for the smokers. That it's funny you say that, Jonathan. That's probably not a bad idea, but I wonder if they've done any, research on how many smokers versus non-smokers, see if that's even worth. It's all about space on that ship. We know why, they try to, Jason, you're new, find a cruise line you like and stick with it to get status.
Well, Gary, we are, but Michelle is a cruise travel agent when cruising is back. So, we are going to be trying them all. But right now, I'm trying to get platinum on Carnival, and then I'll throw in here and there a Royal and NCL. Like we even booked Virgin, but that got canceled too. We were on one of the inaugural cruises out on the Virgin line, but they're not made for fluffy people like me. So I'm kind of happy it got canceled.
Gary's saying, I've not seen that on Royal. Probably talking about the casino. Yeah, SM Moore telling Tyler, good luck with that regarding the casino. Should be, I don't know, it'd be interesting. I've never stepped foot in the smoking casino. Been less than a year that I was on one. I know Celebrity Cruise Line is smoke free now. Wow. Stick to it then. He's talking to you, Jay. Yeah. A lot of people never smoke unless they go to casino. They smoke cigars on ship and never smoke.
Yeah, I know a few people that are like that.
Yeah.
I don't smoke at all, like not even.
And it's weird. You went digital again. It's weird because normally, again, on all the past cruises I've been on, I always go to the casino. My wife and I both like to go and play, and it never bothered me. I don't know what it was that was different on the Vista, that it was really, really, I mean, to me, it was really excessive, I guess is the best word I can use. Did I miss something here? Oh, we have been on Carnival for both of our cruises. We have 2 or more Carnival booked and one group 2023 on the NCL breakaway. Yeah. On the Carnival Paradise, you pretty much have to walk through the casino with the smoke, and you can smell the smoke. And oh gosh, even in the atrium.
You know what's funny is I had the exact opposite experience from the Paradise. The casino wasn't as bad as the Sunrise with the smoke, and I didn't smell the smoke at all in the atrium.
Gary says, I go to Royal because of the big balcony discounts and 3 hours of free booze each night. So
Well, I'm with you on a Royal cruise, Gary.
Yeah. Oh, so you know what, Jay? I like the way you think. So, Gary, just asking for a friend. If
will you marry? No, I'm just kidding.
if you were to bring a friend with you on a cruise, do they get those same perks? No, but seriously, it would just be nice to know for those of us that are mostly Carnival people or whatever, because I know we all know, right? TJ married Kayla just for her cruise benefits. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
He gets them. He obviously gets all those platinum benefits. So do your guests, and does your wife have the same status?
I know Brad's platinum and Kimberly isn't, and she gets platinum status because of Brad.
That's cool. And I don't, Carnival's really good about that.
Only if you go with them. Like if Gary's platinum and his wife isn't, and his wife books a cruise alone, she won't get his platinum status. The same with TJ. TJ won't get unless he's already platinum. He only gets Kayla's platinum status when they're booking together.
So note to self, don't just cruise with TJ by himself. Sorry, TJ. Gary's saying as long as they're in the same cabin, it can be done. So technically, if you and your wife were going and I was going, me and Jay were going, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Jay and I were going, we could say that we're staying in your cabin and then we could just go back to our own cabins later, right? I mean, just asking again for a friend.
You know what would be funny is if we cruised with Gary, I would just walk in like I was Diamond as well. It's like, what are you going to say? If I did that on our last cruise, like we did the same thing. We joined a Facebook group with the cruise and everything. And one of the couples we got friendly with, they were Diamond. And we literally just went with them wherever they went. And we got all the Diamond status. We got the pins. We got all this stuff because we were just like, oh, yeah. And he assumed we were Diamond as well.
Oh, there you go. Little pro tip from Jay Bowen. Gary saying, yes, his wife is Diamond also. Okay, good to know. I'm going to put that in the memory bank. Us and more saying we're brand loyal, but we're not brand loyal, but we tend to like Royal Caribbean better. Okay. Let us know why. I'm just curious. I'd love to, again, I've just been with Carnival and don't know any difference. So I'd like to hear different people's opinions and thoughts on why they like the other ships. Just for platinum status, and I get all the perks down to the chocolate covered. I know TJ loves those chocolate covered strawberries. Tyler saying, speaking of cruise line reward programs, I spent a few months, I'm guessing, researching the top 3 Royal has, and Royal has the best rewards out of all of them.
So what makes it the best, Tyler? Yeah. I can ask.
Let us know, Tyler. Let us know why they're the best. I doubt I'll ever cruise by myself, TJ says. Spouses on Royal Auto gets the other spouses. Oh.
I know, like either MSC or Celebrity will automatically give you the same level status level if you cruise. Like if Gary went to MSC or whoever, he would automatically get Diamond.
Just the first cruise. Just the first.
Oh, it's just the first. Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was just permanently.
I thought so too, but I think it was Josh Hokum that told me it's just the first cruise.
Oh.
Gary's saying, okay, so he's saying that the spouse automatically gets the other spouse's status on Royal. These are the nice things to know, right? I'm glad you guys are sharing that with people that are kind of like, hey, Yes, we do that all the time. Okay.
All right. So I guess we're going to book a Diamond.
I'm also Diamond on Royal. Oh, Tyler. But you're too young. You can't cruise by yourself. You got to bring your family along, right? Does Royal have that same rule? I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think they'll let a 15-year-old go cruise by themselves. I'm also Diamond Royal, but if I had my folks full status, I'd be Diamond Plus. Okay, so why don't? Okay, so spouses inherit status, but apparently kids don't inherit parent status. Is what I'm guessing you're saying there, Tyler. Faster to Fun is great money spent. Okay, Jonathan, since you brought it up, I got it once. I honestly did not feel it was worth it. I'm glad that you shared that. I'm not saying it, but my buddy Evan, I don't know if he's still in here, but he asked me for it. But see, here's the reason why, and I want to make sure I clarify why I'm saying that. So I'm not an early morning person. I think I was just telling Jay or somebody the other night. Yeah. I'm a stay up all night kind of guy and sleep in during the day. I've been on enough cruises to know that there's really not much going on the cruise ship if it's a sea day during the day. And if it's a port day, I usually try to book a later excursion or just, get off the ship, So I'm not like, but my buddy, Evan, he is like the, butt crack of dawn, kind of guy. So it would make sense for him because he wants to get off the ship as quick as possible to go seize that day in the ports. So I told him, absolutely, man. Then for you, it makes sense. For me, I don't care. I get to the cruise port super early just because I'm all excited. I'll sit out there for hours just waiting for my turn. and then when I leave, I give myself enough padding, flight wise or whatever, to where I'm not in a rush because I'm on vacation. I don't want to be stressed and rushed. So for me, and that's the reason why I want to clarify, Jonathan, I didn't want you to think that I was poo-pooing what you were saying. I just wanted to say why I thought it was.
Honey, I agree with you 100%. Michelle and I got it on the Panorama only because we knew that we were going to be hanging out with Brad and Kimberly, and we booked an excursion with them, and they're platinum. So we wanted to be able to get onto the platinum tender to go into Cabo at the same time. So there was no, oh, well, you're going to have to wait an hour for us to get there kind of thing. That is the only reason why we booked the Faster to the Fun, because honestly, it's like, okay, so we get on the ship an hour earlier than everybody else.
Yeah. We the one and only time we got it, we were cruising with friends that got it. They asked us to get it just so we can get out on the I think we were going to like Catalina and Ensenada, and they wanted to get out there early on Catalina because we had a golf cart rental, blah, blah, blah. So that was the one and only time we got it. So Gary's saying, wife and I book cabins separately with our friends and get the discounts on both cabins and switch around once on the ship. That's cool.
All right, Gary, when we want to book with Royal, we're going to call you, Gary. Hey, Dewey. Welcome.
Hey, Dewey. Hi, buddy. We're just talking about you earlier, talking about the bingo thing. We need to find some time, either maybe this weekend or this coming week, to test out that bingo game that you told me about. So I was going to do it tonight, but I really wanted to test it out. I know you had meetings the last 2 days, and there just wasn't any time. So, and then let's see who else here. Daniel Fields is here. Hello, Daniel. Appreciate you being here, bud. Say hi to Nancy if she's there with you. MSC does the status match. Yeah, Daniel, let me know if you've heard something differently. But I think Josh told me that Josh Hogan told me that it was just the first cruise that they matched the status. Tyler, if you're under 18, you got your parent status, but you keep. If you were under 18, you got your parent status, but you keep the status.
I guess he says if you're under 18 when they got to be diamond or whatever, then you get it, and then you stay once you turn.
Oh, maybe that's what he's saying. So is that the case, Tyler? Did you get the diamond status from your parents, and then okay, I think, and then they kept going up because they already had those rolled. Okay, I think that's what you're saying, Gary. If not, let me know, or Tyler, correct us if we're just making up shit as we go along here. I think it's the hospitality, activities, food, and ships are better, although I love Guy's Burger Joint on Carnival. Okay, the hospitality, activities, food, and ship, and the ships are better on Royal Caribbean, but they love Guy's Burger Joint.
I'll be honest.
Sorry, say that again?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, Dwight, is that you and Heather both feel that way, or just one or both of you, or whatever? Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
I was going to say, a lot of people that I've spoken to, they have said that the Carnival employees are so much better than what they've seen on Royal and Norwegian. They just seem happier. the people on Royal and Norwegian just are blah, like not happy to be there. And Carnival are more appreciative, and they actually take care of their guests better. But again, it's each person's interpretation of that.
Right. And it's funny you say that, because I just try to watch other people's vlogs and get ideas and opinions. I was just recently going back and watching some oldies but goodies with Midlife Crazy when they went on Royal Caribbean, and they didn't like it at all. They didn't care. I think they only liked whatever the Cagney Steakhouse or whatever it was, but they didn't have a lot of good things to say about the Royal Caribbean ship. You're right. Jonathan's saying it's great for the tender ports. Otherwise, you can wait over an hour plus to get off the boat when you don't. Well, and that's another thing. If you're booking excursions and you need to be there, make sure you're there on time, because they're not going to wait around for you. Definitely would be worth it in that particular case. Or again, you don't want to just wait around. And I'm just never in that much of a hurry, to be honest with you. And I try to, even when I book my excursions, I try to give myself plenty of time, because I work off of a tight schedule with work all the time. And when I go on vacation, I don't want to be on that kind of schedule.
I guess you and I are doing 5 a.m. fishing trips, huh?
Unless we just stay up till 5 a.m. maybe. But once you turn 18, you keep the status, but you have to advance it on your own. It means you have to get 185 nights to start advancing it again. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Thanks for that.
That's crazy. I mean, it's good, but at the same time, that's crazy.
Yeah. You get on the boat first and get to Guy's Burgers before the line hits. Yeah. I mean,
Michelle and I have never, ever gotten a line going to Guy, because that's the first thing we do. We go to Guy's. Like, because everybody else, they hit the bar first. We go to Guy's Burgers first.
Exactly. Some perks of Diamond: free drinks for 3 hours every day. Not for you, Tyler. I hope not.
How old is Tyler?
He's 15.
Is he?
Yeah, free Wi-Fi for 1 day per person perk, and some smaller perks too. Okay.
Nice burgers, and the guys at the pool, bartenders at the pool, come to us.
Yeah.
How do I get
I'll poll you afterwards and give you his info.
We don't always book excursions. Sometimes we just explore town on our own. Oh, I know. And that's, yeah, I know. Let me get caught up in the chat, and I'll come back to that topic, because that's a really good Dewey. Sarah's in love. I have a lot of free time from now through Thanksgiving, so just let me know. Okay, Dewey, I'll hit you up, and we'll try to plan something. I really want to do that bingo thing, but I really want to test it out. I don't want to be trying to do it during the live. I was thinking about just jumping into it tonight, but I didn't want to go through all that.
I'll play bingo with you, honey.
All right, cool. You and Michelle are in, right? Right, Michelle?
I don't know. Are you in?
No, I'm just kidding. Jonathan, you're going to have to book the excursion.
She said she will help out for you, honey.
I'm just joking. I'm messing with her. Her only duties are weather and weather only. Anything outside of that is outside of the scope of her contract.
No, she likes doing bingo and stuff. She just wants to be. She likes to look presentable. Like I said, I'll go on looking like Chunk from Goonies or whoever, but I don't care.
Well, she could just be in the chat, because what I want to do with the bingo thing. Let me just talk about it here before we run out of time again. But I want it to be interactive, so the people in the chat will also be playing bingo with whoever wants to come up and sit in the. The only thing I'm going to ask, I'm going to just say, I don't mind. I can hold up to 10 people up in here, but I'm going to be muting people out, because it can just get really crazy. If I'm trying to read out bingo numbers and people are just talking over me, I'll either kick you out or send you to the green room. Sorry, I'm just going to be blunt about it, because I don't mind having people hanging out, but the whole point is to play bingo, not to do all this other stuff.
Absolutely, especially having that many people. Like, we're talking over each other now. It's hard to know when to stop and start, and it's just two of us. Can you imagine having 8 other people?
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what came to my mind, because I apologize. I know I stepped out because there's just enough of a delay to.
I do the same thing. I'm like, I stop and I'm like, is he done? And then sometimes you're freezing and I don't realize you're still talking.
Yeah, I noticed that. Both of us are freezing out. I don't know what's going on tonight here.
It might be my connection. I might be on. I have a 2G and a 5G. I'm not sure which one I'm on right now.
So Jonathan's saying Michelle's telling Jonathan you're going to have to book the excursion for the BBD run. Okay. It's the carnival vibe. You can feel the energy of the crew. Yeah, Deb, I agree with you. I think along the same lines what Jay was saying earlier. And again, I have no comparison other than what other people say or have seen on YouTube videos. I just feel like the vibe on the Carnival ships, you can just kind of feel it. So
Honestly, giving one of the Carnival employees a $20 tip, they are visibly happy. Giving a $20 tip from the videos I've seen to a Royal or a Norwegian, it just doesn't faze them. They expect it. They're not appreciative of it, just from what I've seen. I can be wrong, but it's like giving a $20 tip to an all-inclusive in Mexico. They'll bend over backwards for you, man. I mean, it's crazy how well they take care of you at an all-inclusive. You tip them a couple dollars a day. The same with Carnival. You tip them $10, $20 a day. And we had one guy who was the pool guy, and we tipped him $10, and I literally never had an empty glass.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's nice to help them out, A, and B, just to make sure you get that service. So Sarah's saying on all of our NCL cruises, we've never had an issue with staff. They do everything they can to make sure you're happy and have a good time. And I honestly, to be fair, Sarah, I haven't heard any negative issues about NCL. It's always been Royal and Princess, mainly depending on, they kind of cater to an older crowd. So if you're there and kind of more of a rowdy crowd, if you will, probably not those people. Very true, Gary. You can follow your spouse all the way up to Pinnacle, but if they hit Pinnacle, you don't get their status. Okay. We went to Belize. We had Faster the Fun. We went to explore the town. When we were coming back to the boat shortly after 1, there were people still waiting to go to land. Oh, good Lord. At Michelle Bowen, definitely plan on excursions with a group. Okay, cool. Some more saying, both of us agree with Royal. Jay, I agree. MSC seemed like they just were there. Don't get me wrong. On the Pride, it was great, but the Paradise sucked. The crew was impersonal. Tyler shows saying, oh, yeah, yes, no free alcoholic drinks for anyone under 21. Okay, Tyler, just making sure. My eyes on you. Got you. I got you. Any status, Gary saying, any status on Royal or Celebrity past Diamond or Elite is not worth the additional cost to get there. Yeah, telling Tyler, I'll be dead before I hit Pinnacle.
So how many days of sailing do you have to hit to get Pinnacle? And I don't know Pinnacle. I don't know their status levels. I know Carnival.
Let us know, Gary. Yeah, or Tyler. Let us know what that is. Gary, I'll be an old man when I get there. See, at least Tyler, you got age on your side. Well, I've never seen that on a Royal ship, Jay. Oh, that's true. Gary, Gary's a Royal guy. Yeah. Although I would say the Carnival Sail Away parties are a lot better than any other cruise line. Yeah. And again, just watching videos on YouTube and stuff like that, it just seems different. It's just a different vibe. And again, unless I'm actually there, because you can only tell so much from a video, right? So unless I'm there, I try to not characterize. Gary's saying 350 days, I'm assuming. No, would that be days or sail? I guess what would be more, sailings or days?
I don't sailing. 350 sailings, Gary, or 350 days? Because 350 days isn't that hard to do if you sail pretty regularly.
Yeah. So I'm guessing probably sailings. Yeah. Let us know. Hey, midlife.
Unless you do one cruise a year, but you figure if you do 2, you say 14 days on average, it take you 20 years plus to get Pinnacle.
Yeah, because on Carnival it's days. It's number of sailing days.
Yeah. My biggest, somebody was saying that the sailways are better on Carnival. Absolutely. Oh, nice. Wow. But they never change. They're always the same. I wish they would just change it up some. Like different dances, different music, something. It's like the Love and Marriage show on every Carnival ship or something. It's always the same.
Tyler's saying, I found the vibe of the home port goes with the staff. For example, Miami's more of a party vibe with the staff, and out of Canaveral, it's more of a laid back vibe. Okay.
I can see that. Yeah.
I've never gone out of Canaveral, so you might be right. You might be onto something there, Tyler.
We saw the difference from New York versus
Tampa. Oh, yeah. We saw a difference from the New York. We went out of New York and we went out of Tampa, and they were quite a big difference in the people as well as the staffing.
Gary is saying, I have the chat over here, so I'm like waiting for it to catch up on StreamYard. Gary's saying that way you don't have to learn new dances. Well, and I think a lot of it is licensing because they, they're always playing the same songs. If you notice throughout the ship, and even the live entertainments, and then in the shows. So it's all the licensing fees, I'm guessing. So the copyright and all that. So, oh, never out of New York.
No, I will never take a cruise out of New York again.
Why?
Why?
It was fun though.
It was interesting.
It was.
So Jonathan's saying we went out of Charleston, South Carolina, and then out of NOLA. So both places, I've been to New Orleans before, not to the port, obviously never got out of there, but I've been to New Orleans. I'd like to go to Charleston, South Carolina, just because it looks like a really neat place.
I watched Paro DJ. They had a vlog, and they left out of Charleston, and that is the oddest looking port I've ever seen. And I'd like to go out of it. It just seems weird. And NOLA I've never been or sail out of, so that's another one I would love to do. But Charleston, it's like it reminds me of a bus terminal that you just walk in, kind of like,
It's true, and it's tucked way back in that commercial district. And, yeah, it's weird. I seen it on the Cruise Dorks. You ever watch any of their stuff? The Cruise Dorks.
I've seen them. I haven't watched any of their vlogs. No.
I have.
Oh my gosh, Jim is a riot. That guy is so. It's funny. I gotta say this real quick. So somebody was telling me, oh really? I watched the Cruise Dorks, but I didn't get any information out of that. Watching those videos. I go, listen, if you're watching it, and they'll tell you themselves, if you're watching it to get true cruise information and like some of these regular cruise vlogs, that's not them. But if you're looking for just humor and feel like, again, like you're there just hanging out or whatever with them, then,
Michelle says they're really funny. She's watching.
You're in it for the comedy of it, not to learn.
yeah, you're not gonna learn anything really. I mean, he spent 30 minutes just filming off of the, I can't remember, one of the old ships, the Fascination or Sensation or whatever, talking about. It looked like one of those old, fishing ships. It was funny. He just sat there and it was just just staring out in the water, just listening to him talk. But he's so darn funny. You're just, that's it. You're hooked and you're just sitting there listening because okay, what's he gonna say next? So let's see here. Jay, I feel this. Oh, hang on. What are we at? Where are we at? Okay. Gary's saying I hear nothing but horror stories about clientele out of New York. Okay. Yeah, Pinnacle's 700 nights last time I checked. Diamond Plus is 175 or 185, I think, but I'm not sure on Diamond Plus. Some more saying, Jay, I feel the same way about Baltimore. Leaving was okay. Coming back, people are rude. It's unfortunate. Gary saying, sailing out of New York, you have to have a New York state of mind.
Well, Gary,
you're from Jersey, right? So
we're from Jersey, so we're used to having that New York. We're close to Philly. We got but I mean, literally, we come off the ship, and there was somebody that was dying, and I'm not exaggerating. She passed away, and they were just watching her. They weren't helping her. It was very weird.
Wow. Jonathan's saying you have to go to one building and then they shuttle you to another. I'm guessing you're talking about the Charleston port. Tommy's saying, guess we're a bit odd. We liked our New York departures. Could be we haven't spent a lot of time there and just like the novelty of it. Yeah, I get that. I could see we had no issues sailing out of New York, Sarah says. And I guess that's, I think Josh, in one of Josh Hoken's videos, he went out to New York and absolutely loved it. I think if you're kind of in and out of there pretty quick or you do your thing, I guess maybe just don't notice it.
Let me rephrase. The Statue of Liberty, everything around it, the nostalgia of being in New York, but the people, the people sailing out of here.
Oh, the people say, not the actual workers, not the
no. The other people on the ship.
Here's the way to put it. You know how people say Carnival is the Walmart of the cruise lines? That was the type of clientele to give it that.
Did you hear, Michelle?
And you don't. Yeah. It's not the norm. It's just the type of people that get on there. Pretty ratchet and ghetto, a lot of them. But it's humorous. It's funny.
Oh, it is humorous.
I think depending on the ship and the cost and all that, I think, if you go back to my conversation that I had about Las Vegas and some of the staff there telling us once they drop the prices on the hotels. You know, even the nice hotels, we're getting clientele that they normally don't get. You know, and so yeah, no issues. Let's see here. Then you should have had no problem. That's New York for you.
Yeah.
That's because you're
The rats running across the ground we're used to from Philly. It's just the people and the cost, not the cost of the cruise, the cost of the taxi ride, the hotel, and everything else is ridiculous.
But that's New York.
We're saying, geez, thanks. So well, would they be considered, I guess Syracuse, is that considered upstate New York? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the lingo.
Yeah, the Syracuse is upstate. They're like night and day. They're country folk
That's
compared
the classy end of
Country folk. It's like Northern California.
compared to New York.
No, it's the classy side of New York.
Oh, it's the classy side. Michelle says it's the classy side of New York.
The classy side. It's not, her neighborhood's beautiful. I mean, she's shown me on Polo, her neighborhood. It's very, very nice. Definitely not the city that you see. Let's see here. I would love to sail in and out of New York at least once just to see it. Yeah, and I think that a lot of people, you know, feel the same way. You know, there are certain ports they'd like to go in and out of. That one because of the Statue of Liberty, most likely, and just for the experience of that.
That was pretty cool to see.
Sarah, I'm a downstater. Upstate people are a whole better class of people. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Even in California, you know, the people in Northern California versus Central California versus Southern California, it's completely, even in Southern California, San Diego versus LA, completely different.
Yeah, a buddy of mine he was a golf pro out of San Diego, and he used to talk so much smack about LA folk.
About LA, you know, it's crazy. I haven't driven in the LA area, and I can't even tell you how long. And so that last trip when I met up with Midlife Crazy in the fields, I had to go meet them over in Universal City Walk, or I was already going there, but we met there. But driving there and driving back, I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, the average speed. I mean, who cares what the speed limit sign says? If you weren't driving at minimum 80 or 85, I mean, they were just blowing past you.
I can't drive in LA then. I can't.
Gary, I think you're pretty great. Gary's a good dude. We live in the upstate of South Carolina, right? So you're upstate South Carolina?
Is there such thing as a classy part of South Carolina?
Let's see.
I'm kidding, Jonathan. I'm kidding.
You might not think that if I'm dancing like a stripper on a pole. Yeah. Yep. Upstate South Carolina. Yep. There you go. All right, guys. We're down to the last 3 minutes. I definitely don't want to go over anymore because now we got the other Ship Show and Josh Oakham coming on. So let's just close this out with everybody dropping in your creator, supporter, hashtag creator, hashtag supporter. Make sure we get our shout outs in, and then we'll wrap it up.
Thanks for having me, honey.
Jay, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I put that TBD in there as my guest. I'll have to update it when I'm done here.
I was messing with you when I said I was like, screw it. I'll come on. It gave me an excuse to try my new light that I told you about last night.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
$20 went to Walmart.
It's I see in the background it's really bright, so I'm guessing that's a reflection of the.
And that's all Michelle. Because I was going to put it like right behind you. She's like, no, dumbass. You're supposed to put it in front of you so the light shines at you. I was like going to blind everybody, I guess. So, yeah.
Glow behind you.
We're smart at some things, but man, I'm so dumb when it comes to certain things. Thank God I married up.
I don't know, Jay. Originally, he's saying he doesn't know. He's originally from Alabama. Oh, classic part of South Carolina, called North Carolina. Oh, Gary. So here we go. The hashtag creator and hashtag supporter Jonathan Short from the 6 Traveling Shorts. Guys, go check these people out if you haven't already. I know most of us already know each other pretty well. A few new people in the chat today, so make sure to go check out some of these creators. Then we got Life is Good Today. Ronnie and Alma, go ahead and check them out if you haven't already done so. Why do we have to go, Gary? I think Josh is on tonight. I haven't checked, but I know the Ship Show's on, and a lot of these people definitely go to go watch the ship shows. So I want to be fair to those guys. Tommy is a hashtag supporter, and again, a new person to our group here. I think you came in, I believe, if I remember correctly, when Darren was here. Darren was here last week. So, but thank you for coming back. Two Screws saying good night, y'all. Thanks so much,
everybody. Tommy, thank you for hanging out. Everybody else, thanks for hanging out. Ronnie, thank you for posting our link as many times as you did. Appreciate that, guys. Please, if you haven't already, give a thumbs up for Hani's page and go and hit that little red button.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Looks like everybody's see any more coming through. So this is the That's Cruise Life YouTube channel. So I just want to leave that up there for just seconds. Some more coming in here. So Cruisers are hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag beach bum. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it. Long live the beach bums. He is, but he's expensive. Josh, yeah, no kidding. Shauna here still. Thank you. Glad you stayed. I know you always have a million things going on. Thanks for joining the chat tonight, says Ronnie. Thank you. Oh, wait, it's just Shauna. Love this show. Thank you, Gary. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you coming and everybody that's in here. All right, we're at the top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Jay, thank you again. Michelle, thank you for being there. Valerie, I appreciate you being there. And you all have a good night. And I'm just going to go ahead and close it out.
I'll pull you later, honey.
Good
What's
night.
that?
I said I'll pull you later.
All right, sounds good. Let me get the outro in here. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Remember, again, keep making those memories one adventure at a time. Good night. See ya.